Texas High School softball right here on Warriors Network, as it's the Pieper Warriors and the Veterans Memorial Patriots. Cole Pavelio alongside you for this district matchup between the Patriots and the Warriors. Pieper a record of 7-9 in overall play, 4-7 in district play, putting them 7th in the district table. As we'll pause just for a moment for first pitch from the Pieper assistant principal.
Positive impact at our school, from fostering a culture of inclusion and respect to making sure every teacher and every student has the resources they need to be successful. Mr. Lozano always goes above and beyond for his fellow Warriors, and for that, we thank you so very much. Mr. Lozano, now let's see your best pitch. Thank you, Mr. Lozano. And now for the three most famous.
And well, a pretty good first pitch from Principal or Vice Principal Lozano right there as the Pieper Warriors get ready to take the field. It will be led out by starting pitcher Rennie Downs. The fielding arrangement behind Downs, her battery mate, Jendusa. The infield, Kirkland, Lamar, Haas, and Adamson. Adamson's the shortstop. The outfield from left to right, Poland, Kuykendall, and Lambert. She'll be facing the Veterans Memorial Patriots, which enter with a record of 14-2 on season. Overall, in district play, they're 9-2. That's putting them third in the very tough District 26 and 5A Region 4. They're behind Smithson Valley, New Braunfels. New Braunfels actually tied in district play with them. There you see assistant coach Sal Edwards, as well as Michaela Dumas, as well as new head coach Hannah Herring, as the Warriors just about ready to get into action here. Ready to face the Patriots, led by Stacy Halim and assistant coach Haley Standridge. Piper's coming off a win against Wagner back on Friday, an 11-0 victory over Wagner, the Thunderbirds. Currently in the 9th spot in district play. Is just about ready to take the circle. Rennie Downs meeting with her infield. The outfield going through their huddles as well. Downs were told the rebel against the Patriots. The lineup for the Patriots is as follows. Keani Moore bats at leadoff, followed by Hara Wesleyan, Laura Ramos, 1, 2, and 3. Melanie Gonzalez, Elena Pepper, Madison Kiefer, 4, 5, and 6. 7, 8, and 9 is Natalia Allen, Belle Garza, and Jasmine Allen. Just about ready for action. Looks like the umps are taking their place. We are getting a little later start than anticipated. Originally slated for a 7 o'clock start. First pitch just about coming right at 7:12. First pitch and therefore called strike to Moore. Moore in a 341 average on the season. Facing Downs, the sophomore. An 0-1 count. On a beautiful night for softball, 82 degrees, wind blowing towards the infield at 7 to 15 miles an hour. Now a 1-1 count from Downs. Moore, 15 hits on the season. That 15 hits doesn't even put her in the top 3 of the Patriots. 1-1 from Downs. Rocks and delivers. It's outside, goes to 2-1. Next up is Hara Wesleyan, the center fielder, but currently Downs is facing Keani Moore, her opposing number, the pitcher. For the Patriots, 2-1. Downs rocks and delivers. Fly ball in the infield. That will drop down in front of Kirkland, and no one can get to it before Moore reaches first safely. First batter, first hit for the Patriots. Patriots coming off a victory against the Greyhounds at Veterans Memorial. That was an 11-4 victory over Bernie. Now we see Lamar helping Downs tie the ribbon in her hair. As Hara Wesleyan ready to bat. Center fielder. A senior. Batting .449 on the season. Digs into the box. Left-handed batter. Corner of the infield. Even with the bags, maybe it's just a step in. 200 all around the outfield here at Pieper. The 0-0 swung on through. Strike one for Wesleyan. Downs will need to work ahead of the hitters here, especially against the Patriots, as they're a run-happy team. 171 runs on the season. Playing them just about 10 runs a game. The 0-1 from Downs. That one's too low. Throwing down is Jandusa, and that one is wide left of the bag, allowing Moore to steal second. 1-1 count after that pitch was outside to Wesleyan. One count. Lays down a bunt here by Wesleyan. Picked up by Haas. Haas throws it to first, but not handled by Kirkland. So back-to-back singles. Has runners at the corners for the Patriots. 0-0 count here to Laura Ramos, the shortstop. Pitch from Downs is upstairs, throw down by Jandusa. She fakes it down, and Wesleyan takes second on the stolen base. 1-0 count here to Ramos. Ramos, a utility player. Playing shortstop today. The junior batting .415 for the Patriots. 1-0. Downs fires. Fly ball, and that goes over the netting back behind us. Draws the count even at 1-1. Runners at second and third, no outs for the Patriots. Here to start the first inning. Ramos on the season, 22 hits. Tied for first with Hara Wesleyan, who's on second base. 1-1, Downs fires. Fly ball left side of the infield, and goes off the netting. And Jandusa trying to get off the netting, but doesn't handle it off the netting either. There you see on third base, Kiani Moore. Moore reached on the single, stole second, and advanced to third. When Wesleyan laid down her bunt to reach first safely. 1-2. Downs sets at the belt, brings it overhead and fires. The 1-2 waved on through for a strikeout for big out number one. Ramos goes down swinging for the first out. Now Melanie Gonzalez, third baseman today for Veterans Memorial. Wearing number 12. A senior. Bats from the right side. 1 out. Corners of the infield even with the bags. First pitch to Gonzalez is upstairs, 1-0. Not a lot of home runs for this Veteran Memorial team, but a good handful nonetheless. 15 in total on the team. The 1-0 from Downs. Line drive right field. Going forward is Lambert, and I think she caught it before it hit the ground, and she did. That saves a run on the line out to Lambert in right field. A shoestring grab by Lambert for a big out number 2, and that keeps the Patriots off the board. Fifth batter in the lineup now. Elena Pieper, the senior, bats from the left side with 2 outs. Playing first base today for Veterans Memorial. First pitch from Downs is fouled off towards third base dugout. Picked up by head coach Hannah Herring. 0-1 count for Pieper. For Pepper, make that, against Pieper. The 0-1 Downs brings it overhead. Rocks and delivers. It's in the dirt. Jandusa stops it before it gets by her. Jandusa, a left-handed throwing catcher. Gives her an advantage when throwing down to first base. Doesn't necessarily have to get out of line as much. She doesn't have to avoid the runners. With the left arm slot, the 1-1. Ball well upstairs, goes to 2-1. 2-1 count to Pepper. Pepper 19 hits on the season. That's tied for third with Pieper and Gonzalez. As tied at first, we mentioned, is Ramos and Westling. The 2-1. 2-1 is chased outside, evens it up 2-2. And Downs is 1 strike away from working out of this inning, keeping the Patriots off the board. Already has a strikeout. Could strike out Pepper right here. 2-2 count, 2 outs, top of the first. Waved on by, there's a strikeout for Downs. She keeps the Patriots off the board. Strands 2, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the first right here on Warriors Network.
Who's going to decide if this generation carries on our way of life? All of us. Hui, Western Original.
Hey Piper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
Back here right on Warriors Network, as it's now Piper's turn to bat. They'll be facing, though, Keani Moore in the circle for the Patriots. Moore really the workhorse for the Patriots. 65 innings of work, 1.94 ERA, 9 wins on her season, and really keeps opposing batters quiet. There you see the leadoff batter for the Piper Warriors. Presley Kuykendall leads it off. She's batter number 1, followed by Lena Poland, Samantha Adamson, 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6 goes Kendall Haas, Annabelle Lambert, Ava Kirkland, 7, 8, and 9, Ava Lamar, Kira Poist, and Noah Jandusa rounds off the lineup for head coach Hannah Herring in her first season with Piper. There you saw, just dashing across your screen, Michaela Dumas, Coach D as they call her, the first base coach. As Presley Kuykendall just about ready to dig in. A junior batting 294 on the season. She'll be leading it off as the Warriors wearing their white uniforms. Purple lettering with yellow accents. Purple stirrups as well, purple helmets. Veterans Memorial, their blue jerseys. Red accents. First pitch to Kuykendall is upstairs, goes to a 1-0 count to the lead off batter. Mentioned Kuykendall batting 294. Gets on base almost at a 400 mark, just at 390. She's in a 2-0 count right now, the center fielder. Outfield shade a hair to the right here against Kuykendall. The 2-0 is upstairs. Quickly, Morin is in the hole against the Warriors. Morin is a good pitcher, but she can be snake bitten by walks. 35 allowed to her 90 strikeouts to 3-0, and there's the first walk of the game. Right on cue as Kuykendall takes the leadoff walk, fulfills the leadoff job. Kuykendall on first, there you see her. The left fielder, Lena Poland, up to bat now. The freshman batting .286 from the right side. Already noticing how actually Kuykendall just went off the bag too soon, so strike is administered even though it was upstairs, and she's actually called out for leaving the bag early, so that is 1 out on leaving the bag early. So leadoff walk erased. She left before Morin even delivered the pitch, so she was called out. 0-0 count to Poland after the last pitch is mute, but result is the same nonetheless. That's 5 straight balls from Morin. Draws it to 1-0 to Poland. Left fielder. 3 doubles on the season. 2-0 now. That one was in the dirt. From Morin. Teams about on the opposite side of the table. About equal opposites. Pieper in the 7th spot. Veterans Memorial in the 3rd spot in district play. The 2-0 is way upstairs, and Poland thought she was going to get first base, but it's due to the first pitch being called back from Kuykendall leaving early, so it's now just 3-0. It would have been 4-0 if Kuykendall did not leave the bag early. But 3-0 now officially. Morin finds the strike zone. Makes it 3-1. Morin kept batters quite silent against her, just allowing a batting average of 137 to 3-1. Is inside right on the black for a called strike. Goes to a full count here against Lena Poland. The freshman Poland looking to get back on first after Kuykendall's walk was erased. Fly ball right side. That one's drifting foul, and it runs out of room. So Pieper and Garcia gave it a good look, but it landed foul in the bullpen. We'll do the full count thing once more. Likely affected due to the wind. Very windy day, and it's starting to pick up right now. 3-2. Poland draws the walk. Back-to-back walks administered by Kiani Morin. So no official hit still for the Pieper Warriors as Samantha Adamson digs in. The shortstop today for the Warriors. Bats from the right side. First pitch from Morin. And there for a called strike. Poland faking the run down to second. Adamson in an 0-1 count. Adamson batting .314 on the season as a junior. 2 doubles to her name. 1 triple, no home runs for the junior, and an 0-2 count now. Next up would be Kendall Haas. Good throw by one of the assistant coaches from Veterans Memorial. Gained that bullpen ball back into the umpire's handling. The 0-2 and throw down, and Poland's in there safely. Goes to 1-2 as the ball was low. One-two count with 1 out. Morin checks the wristband, likes what she sees, rocks back and delivers. Another one inside, goes to 2-2, and taking off for second base here is Poland, and Poland is in there safely. A stolen base for Poland as Pieper couldn't find it as it was under her. 2-2 count now. And there you see head coach Hannah Herring. 5th year of coaching in total. Fly ball left side, that's on the infield. Going forward is Gonzalez, and she runs out of room as that one lands right on top of the Pieper dugout. Keeps it at 2-2. Going back to head coach Herring, though. Started her coaching journey in Marion for 2 years. Then moved over to Connor and Helotes just outside San Antonio, Texas. Now moved to Pieper here in her 5th year. And can't quite see, but a stoppage in play. Might have been a ball down the left field line, and the ump was just asking for it to be removed. Still a 2-2 count here for Samantha Adamson. 2-2 from Morn is upstairs. Good eye from Adamson. Draws it full. From my vantage point, could have gone either way. Morn looking for a strikeout here. Would be out number 2 after Kuykendall left first early to lead off the game. 3-2. Fly ball drifting back, and that will fall into the stands right on cue. Keeps it at a full count for Adamson against Morn. As the ump needs some more softballs. Mentioned next up would be Kendall Haas. And it looks like something still being discussed here. I don't know if the ump didn't like that ball or what was going on, but even Kiani Morn was a little confused, it looked like there. Well, looks like the ump is ready to get back to action now. Adamson digs back into the box. Morn rocks backs and fires. Line drive right side, goes over the net, foul. Almost takes out our camera operator Bob down there, and might need to get him a helmet. I mean, that one came about 10 feet next to him. Bob, got to watch out down there. You got to keep your eyes open. Still a 3-2 count, and now we're checking on Kiani Morn. Looks like the assistant coach for Veterans Memorial going to check on Kiani Morn. It looked like Morn was holding her back, so we hope that she stays in this game is all right. But it'll be an interesting spot for her to exit. It doesn't look like she will be. Looks like Kiefer is just talking it over with the infield and her pitching coach as well as Morn on how they're trying to set down Adamson. Adamson has not gone down easily here. Still a full count, just one out. Talking over on the Pieper side of things is Poland, Adamson, and Haas, who is due up next, as well as Coach Herring and Coach Dumas. The outfield in regular positioning. Infield in regular depth as well. Full count to Adamson. Morn rocks backs and fires. Line drive right side. Charging on is Garcia. Garcia watches it drop in front of her. There's a single for Adamson. And Poland advances to third on the single for Adamson. Runners at the corners now for the Warriors. Big spot for Kendall Haas here. Batting .378 on the season. 4 home runs, 4 doubles for the senior. Outfield playing for the pole against Haas here. Time is called again. Looks like the ump just was allowing Haas to dig in. Haas fakes the bunt, pulls it back, and watches the first one below the knees in the dirt. 1-0. Haas, the third baseman today for the Warriors. Been a pivotal point of this Warriors team in her tenure. Gets the signs from Coach Herring at third. Adamson at first, pulling on third. 1-0 from Morn. Waved on through by Haas. Evens up the count 1-1. As clouds start to take effect here in San Antonio, Texas. Still more over the outfield, but starting to cover the field just a bit. 1-1. Warren's getting the signs. Doesn't like what she sees, asks for a new one, but she delivers anyway. The 1-1. Fly ball right side, charged on by Garcia. Garcia watches it drop again, and the runners halted, waiting to see if it would land, and Pullen scores. Adamson slides into second safely on the RBI single by Kendall Haas. As Pullen scores from third on the lazy fly ball. It looks like Morn not real happy with how things are going right now. I think she called for time, and now everyone will meet in the circle, and the outfield will meet as well. No one warming up in the Veterans Memorial bullpen currently. So there you see the Pieper squad meeting. Would be Adamson, Haas, and Lambert meeting right now. I wonder what the discussion is between the Veterans Memorial assistant coach and the head umpire was right there. As Morin has seemed a little off, is now head coach Stacy Halim meeting with the umpire at home plate. So I don't see any raindrops, even though it is cloudy. So very intrigued to know what that conversation was. But back to action here on Warriors Network. Annabelle Lambert in the fifth spot, batting now. Playing right field for the Warriors. Runners on first and second. Haas on first, Adamson at second. Warriors lead at 1-0. One out in the inning. Moore rocks and delivers. Warren looking to keep the Warriors right where they are. 0-1 count. Lambert digs back in. Waves on through, pitch on the inside of the hands. Goes to 0-2. Lambert was really handcuffed on that swing, was right under the hands. Nothing you could do right there. If anything, you might end up with a broken bat if you had a 1-1. 0-2. Moore looking for the strikeout. Delivers below the knees, goes to 1-2. It was straight down Broadway, but low. Moves the count to 1-2. 1-2, Moore spins the ball. Ready to go. Fouled straight off the head of Pieper. She'll gather the ball. Get it back to Moore. Moore will take a walk around the circle as she puts her mask back on. There you see Lambert. Batting 167 in her senior season. Gets the signs from Coach Herring. 1-2. Warren rocks and delivers. Straight back up the middle, goes straight to Garza. 4-6, but it goes off of the glove of the shortstop. Everyone is safe. A run scores. Makes it 2-0 on an error on Garza. E4 allows Lambert to reach safely. Haas is now at second. 2 runs, 2 hits, and an error. Here in the bottom of the first for Pieper. Ava Kirkland up to bat now. Kirkland batting .313. Her sophomore campaign. Looks like a courtesy runner here for Haas. As it will be Leah Rivera. Newly entered at second base, and now the ump just informing Coach Halim of the Patriots. There you see the courtesy runner for Haas. Lambert's at first. Rivera's at second now. in place of Haas. Ava Kirkland up to bat, the first baseman. Batting from the left side. She tries to lay down the bunt. It goes foul off the netting. Goes to an 0-1 count after the foul bunt. On deck, Ava Lamar. One out right now. That was due to Kuykendall. After she reached via a walk to lead off the game, she left early in the first pitch to Poland. The only out so far. The 0-1. Straight down the middle, but Pieper can't handle it. Runners advance 60 feet. Runners advance to 60 feet now at second and third after the mishandle by Pieper. Looked like a relatively regular pitch, but just could not handle it for Pieper. Now a 1-1 count. Off the hands of Kirkland. Moves the count to 1-2. Lambert was in a 1-2 count when she put the ball in play and reached via the error on Garza. 1-2. Mourn. Ready before the batter. 1-2. She watches it all the way. It's right on the outer black. Strikeout for Mourn is out number 2. Kirkland goes down looking. Now Ava Lamar up to bat, batting .321. Double on her season. Double here could clear the bases and tack on 2 more for the Warriors. In a 2-0 game here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs for Lamar. Lamar fouls it off the hands. Goes to 0-1. There you see, getting a little cloudy here in San Antonio, Texas, just up off 281. Can't see any wind because there's no flags right now, but it's gusting at about 7 to 15 miles an hour. The 0-1 from Mourn. Lamar waves on through, goes 0-2. 0-2. Mourn looking to end the inning right where it is. 0-2 to Lamar. She waves on through, and there's out number 3. Pieper scores 2. They lead it 2-0. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left on for the Warriors, and they lead it 2-0 after 1 full inning. Right here on Warriors Network. Patriots due up next.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to...
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
Slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
Rainy Downs in the circle tonight for the Warriors. Her first inning for she recorded 2 strikeouts and kept the Patriots off the board. Allowed 2 hits and stranded 2 of them. There you see Coach Stacy Halim. She's led the Patriots to 9-2 record in district play. Overall, 14-2 on this season, a very good season. Currently on a 3-game win streak, dating back to the 21st against Champion. Then they face Alamo Heights, and then on to Bernie. That game against Champion, they went and won it 9-1. That was at Veterans Memorial right there off of Evans Road. And now against Alamo Heights, in Alamo Heights, they won 8-5. Then against Bernie, back at Veterans Memorial, they took it 11-4. They've had quite a few games for the Patriots where it hasn't even gone the full 7 innings. It's due up now for the Patriots, 6, 7, and 8, Madison Pieper. She watches the first one below the knees for a ball. Will be followed by Natalia Allen and Belle Garza. That's 6, 7, and 8 due up for Veterans Memorial. 0-1 count to Kiefer, the backstop. Downs delivers. Right on the outer edge, goes to 1-1. Against this Patriots team, you've got to live on the edges, as they're a team that will score a lot of runs quickly, as they've had multiple games go less than 7 innings. The 1-1 to Kiefer. Fly ball on the infield. Going for it is the second baseman, Lamar, and she gets it for out number 1. Now Natalia Allen. The freshman batting .375 on the season. Batting from the left side, about to dig in. Looking at the Patriots season, as we were talking about, they've had 7 games not go the full 7 innings. And 4 of them ended in just 3. First pitch here to Allen, below the knees from Downs, 1-0. The first game that went to just 3 innings was against Hondo in a tournament where they won against the Hondo team, 19-1. Then they played Nippa and won it 14-0 in that same tournament. And they played Uvalde as well on February 15th and took that one 15-0. So they had 3 games in a row where they only went 3 innings. They even had a district game against the Wagner Thunderbirds where they took it 18-0 in 3 innings. And they also had a run rule victory over Tivy on March the 11th. And a 12-1 victory in 6 innings. 2-1 count now to Allen. Haven't had a run rule victory since that game against the Antlers on March 11th. Downs gets the sign, toes the rubber, and rocks back for the 2-1. Allen watches it all the way, goes to 3-1. Allen mentioned freshman on this team. There you see Coach Herring and Coach Dumas giving the signs to Downs. As Allen will step out of the box. Allen will play the corner infield positions as well as catch. Today she's a designated player for the Patriots. 3-1 from Downs. Line drive through the infield. That one will drop down and single for Allen. She holds at first base. Third hit of the night for the Patriots. Now up to bat, Belle Garza. Second baseman tonight for the Patriots. Has an error to her name in the game tonight. The senior batting .167. She'll play second base in the outfield for Veterans Memorial. The 0 from Downs. Bunt pulled back, called strike. Corner infielders were playing for the bunt, forcing Lamar to cover first. 0-1. Downs checks the wristband, likes what she sees. Brings it over the head and delivers. Another bunt pulled down, but this time pushed foul. Goes to 0-2 for Garza. Garza just 5 hits on her season and 30 at-bats. Looking to use her speed to reach first safely, but now she'll have to put bat to ball. 0-2. Downs. Back on the rubber. 0-2. Waved on through by Garza. There's strikeout number 3 for Downs for big out number 2. Ninth batter in the lineup now, Jasmine Allen. Allen, the sophomore. Rounding out the lineup for the Patriots. playing left field tonight. Batting .444. Natalia Allen on first, Jasmine Allen in the box. As Allen was trying to run down to second, but good throw back down by Jendusa keeps Natalia Allen close at first. 1-0 count to Jasmine Allen. The flex player for the Patriots is Bonnie Garcia, the right fielder. She won't be hitting. Kiani Morn is the leadoff batter and also the pitcher for the Patriots, the 1-0. Chopped foul, third base side, evens it up at 1-1. Currently 2 outs here, top of the second inning here on Warriors Network. Allen on first. The outfield playing for a push. Haas looking for the bunt to be laid down, the 1-1. From Downs. Another one chopped foul, goes to 1-2. Jendusa giving it her all, even when it's a foul ball that goes off the net. Getting out of the crouch quickly, trying to catch it off the net. Allen trying to slap it to the left side. When we look at her numbers, she's done it quite handily throughout the season with 16 hits. The 1-2 from Downs. Another left field slap looking for it, but it goes foul again. Keeps it at 1-2. This Pullen will go and retrieve it and get it back to Downs in the circle. Likely could see an inside pitch with how Allen is trying to slap it the opposite way. Take that away from Allen with a pitch to jam her. The 1-2. Well outside, and Allen just putting bat to ball, keeping the fight alive. Would have actually gone to a 2-2 count if she just watched that one all the way. But Allen slugging .500 on the season. Almost on base percentage at .500 as well. So OPS of almost 1,000, the 1-2. Another one well upstairs, and nothing Allen can do about that one except watch. Goes to 2-2. You see Allen's practice swing. She's got a good swing, but she's opting to try to slap at it more than swing at it. Here a 2-2 count. Outfield still playing for the push, and infield really playing for one as well. 2-2. Another left line driving. I think that one might have gone into the Pieper dugout. And I don't know if we're checking on everyone there, and it looks like everyone's all right. Might have sent everyone ducking for cover. Keeps that 2-2. Long at bat here by Allen. Adamson at short, basically playing a deep third base, the 2-2 from Downs. Another one chopped foul, and this is a really good battle between Allen and Downs. I'm sure if you're Downs in the circle, you got to be thinking that, what can I do to put away Allen here? And if you're Allen, you're thinking, what can I do to get on base here against Downs? Still Natalia Allen on first, and Jasmine Allen in the box. 2-2, 2 outs here in the second inning. 2-2, swing gone through, and Downs sets her down for strikeout number 4. No runs on a hit, 1 left on for the Patriots. The Warriors lead it 2-0. We head to the bottom of the second right here on Warriors Network.
As you prepare for the SATs and think about the SATs coming up, not only do the SATs help you think critically, it will also help measure where you are against other kids across the country. This will help you figure out how you, moving into the next phase of your life, need to grow academically.
The SAT is important because no matter what you're trying to do in your future plans after high school, preparing for that test, those critical thinking skills and problem-solving skills you're going to learn, to maybe even those SAT achievement scores, to opening the doors for financial assistance or getting into that college you want to get into, the SAT is important for everyone.
The SAT is, I call it in my classes, a money test, to where kids get money to go to college through their SAT scores.
Basically, across all the scholarships I've looked at, it's asking for a standardized test such as the SAT or the ACT, and having a good score on that immediately puts you ahead of so many other candidates.
Definitely some study tips that I have for the SAT would be to study your Khan Academy and just do some practice tests on Blue Book, because both of those are really helpful to see where you're at and how you can improve.
Everything that we do, we're kind of focusing on those types of questions.
2-0 here on Warriors Network as we're in the bottom of the second inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Warriors. Kira Poist, Nola Jandusa, and Presley Kuykendall. Kira Poist, the designated player today for the Warriors, in a 1-0 count after she watches the first one. Quickly 2-0 to Poist. Poist batting .250 on the season in her freshman year. 2 doubles to her name. And another time that this ump calls time, and he seems to like to call time behind the dish. 2-0 as Poist digs back in. Waves on through, and looks like Pieper not happy behind the dish. Not sure if she got clipped by the batter, if she wasn't expecting that pitch. 2-1 here to Poist. Another time called. Not sure if the batters are calling time or if this ump is just simply calling time. 2-1 from Moore. And that one hits Poist right in the ankles, and she'll take first base. Looks like Moore put a lot into that one. Just overthrew it into Poist. Nola Jandusa, the backstop now up to bat. Jandusa, the freshman, batting .269. Poist on first. Jandusa up to bat, and on deck, Presley Kuykendall. She led off the game with a walk. The outfield playing Jandusa for a push right now, shaded well towards left field. So big gap in right center field. Really doesn't look like the right fielder moved very much. Jandusa pulls back a bunt, 1-0. There you see the alignment of the outfield and the big gap right there in right center field. Down the right foul line as well. 1-0. Jandusa waits. Moore delivers. Another pulled back bunt. Throw down to first, and Poist is in there safely. Quickly 2-0. There you see the catcher Pieper. She's been really shading far away from the batter Jandusa. The home plate umpire right over the shoulder, and he's kind of exposing himself when she goes all the way far over like that. And that one gets by Pieper. Runner advances to second. And a 3-0 count. Wild pitch from Kiani Moore. Allows Poist to advance to second. Runner in scoring position now for Jandusa. 3-0 count. Outfield still shaded to the left. 3-0 quickly for Moore. Pulls back the bunt from Jandusa. Going down to third base is Poise, and she is called safe. Ball didn't get too far away from Pieper, but she played it very aggressively and took third on the pass ball from Pieper, and Jandusa took first on the walk. Now Presley Kuykendall up to bat. Runners at the corners, no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Defense in their normal positions here against Kuykendall. She pulls back a bunt on the inside. Taking off her second base is Jandusa, as Pieper couldn't handle that one. Strike called against Kuykendall. 0-1 count. Kuykendall gets the signs from Coach Herring. First year here at Pieper for Herring. The 0-1 for Moore. Right down Broadway for strike two. 0-2, no outs. 2-0 lead for the Warriors here in the bottom of the second. Next up would be Lena Pullen. The 0-2 from Kuykendall. She waves on through. Strike three for out number one. Big out number one when it's the top of the order. Strikeout number three for Kiani Moore. Lena Pullen up to bat. She walked in the first as well. Eventually came around to score on that RBI single by Kendall Haas. Big wave on through by Pullen. And I think the parking lights right behind the softball diamond just went out. There was about three right behind the field that just went out. And I don't know what the home plate umpire is going to talk to Moore about. She has kind of been skipping off the rubber, so that might be what he's discussing with her and just warning her about it. But Coach Dumas and Coach Herring will take this opportunity to talk some strategy over with runners at second and third with just one out. Here for Lena Pullen. Outfield playing regular depth. Maybe just a shade to the right. Pieper can't handle the strike 0-2. One out here in the bottom of the second. It's actually a 1-1 count, the ump signals. 1-1 from Moore. Pullen tries to pull back the bunt, but it goes foul off her bat. Now it's 1-2. Pullen talking it over with Coach Herring. She digs back into the box. Goes through the 1-2 count, and Moore is ready. Moore, a fast worker, typically ready before the batter, the 1-2. Waved on through by Pullen. There's strikeout number 4 for Moore, and not too sure. Guess Pullen just wanted to get some running in. Strikeout number 4 for out number 2. It's now Samantha Adamson up to bat. She singled last inning and came around to score in that 2-run first. Fly ball right side off the bat of Adamson. Charging it on is Garcia, Garza, and Pepper. They all run out of room. An 0-1 count now to Samantha Adamson, the junior. As clouds really start to darken above us, but nothing on the radar. Kind of makes it a nice, moody night for softball. 0-1 from Moore. Well upstairs, goes by Pieper, but the backstop is too close by to allow the runners to advance. Goes to 1-1. Moore, we mentioned, is a freshman. I just wonder how much softball experience she has if she's just a naturally good pitcher, but seems like she's not too comfortable wearing the mask as she seems to take it off as a foul ball just flew right off the netting in front of us, and everyone kind of had to take cover as the Pieper baseball team is playing the champion Chargers, and there you see right on cue the baseball that went off the foul netting right behind home plate. And back to action here, line drive left center field off the bat of Adamson. That goes all the way to the wall. Scoring is Poison Wells Jendusa, a 2 RBI double for Adamson. Makes it a 4-0 game. Big 2 RBI double for Adamson. Scores Poist and Jendusa. Kendall Haas now up to bat. She had an RBI single last inning. She scored Lena Pullen as that one goes off the netting. Goes 0-1 for Kendall Haas. Two runs on just one hit. Here in the second for Pieper. Poise reached on a hit by pitch. Jendusa reached on a walk. Waved on through by Haas. Then back-to-back strikeouts for Kuykendall and Pullen. And now Adamson with that double. Scoring 2, and now Haas in an 0-2 count with 2 outs here in the second. Morin, hands apart, brings them together, delivers the 0-2, and Haas half-hearted swing. The ump can't really check down as the secondary ump is over at third. He wouldn't have a good view of it, but he says no swing, so it goes to 1-2 to Haas. 1-2 for the third baseman, Haas now. Open stance. Morin checks the sides. She likes what she sees, delivers the 1-2. Fouled straight back and scares the people right below us. Thought it was coming straight for him. Keeps it at a 1-2. One of the Veterans Memorial JV players manning the iPad right behind the home plate. 1-2, Morin sets. Rocks back and delivers. Fly ball goes off the netting, foul. Where's the right side? Pepper gave it a good look. I think it went in and out of her glove, but keeps it at 1-2. 2 outs. Outfield straight up. 1-2 to Haas, and that is a breaking ball. Breaks into the strikeout. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Morin. Pieper scores 2 runs on a hit. No errors. 1 left on. They lead it 4-0 after 2 here.
Who's going to decide if this generation carries on our way of life? All of us. Hui, Western Original.
And Downs on the mound, or in the circle, as you would say, here for the Warriors. Doing quite handedly, 4 strikeouts to her name already through 2 innings of work. Once again, home plate umpire meeting with Coach Halim down the first base side, and I continue to be intrigued about what they're talking about. We might have to ask our cameraman Bob if he can overhear them right there at first base. Now, the home plate umpire takes his position behind the dish as it's 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Pieper. against Pieper, I should say. Kiani Moore, Harmer Wesleyan, and Laura Ramos. Top of the order went 2 for 3 in the first inning. 2 singles and a strikeout. Moore led it off with a single, stranded on third. As Downs fires the pitch to Kiani Moore. It's outside. Moore, we mentioned, batting .341 as a freshman and also doing quite well in the circle. ERA under 2 in 14 appearances. The 1-0 from Downs straight back up over Downs' head. That one will fall into center field, and Moore has a single to lead off the third. Back-to-back at-bats for Moore with singles. She's got half of Veterans Memorial's hits right now. They've got 4 hits currently. Harmer Wesleyan up to bat now, the center fielder. Singled in the first, stole second, was stranded there. Downs delivers. Puts down the bunt by Wesleyan, charged on by Haas. Haas fires to first, but draws Kirkland off. Throw over to Haas again. That one goes wide, allows Wesleyan to advance to second. Moore on third, Wesleyan on second after the bunt put down and the errant throws allow Wesleyan to advance. We'll give Wesleyan the single as well, as she did have the speed to beat the throw. But an error does allow the runners to advance. Here for Laura Ramos now. The shortstop is time called. We'll have a meeting in the circle between the whole infield. Likely just resetting themselves after that wild sequence. I think it was really initiated by Jendusa, the catcher, knowing to settle down Downs. Jendusa, just a freshman, but if she was the one to call time, very good awareness as a freshman is now Coach Herring comes and meets out with Downs in the infield as well, telling them to settle down after the, you mentioned, wild sequence. As the meeting in the circle concludes, Coach Herring returns to the third base dugout. Ramos up to bat. She struck out in the first. She was out number 1. The 0-0 count here to Ramos. Oh, to Ramos. Fly ball right side. That's being charged on by the first base side, but that runs out of room as Kirkland had to deal with the dugout. Couldn't get to it. So it's an 0-1 count here for Laura Ramos now. Runners on second and third.
So, Krista, I have you. Bob's putting his new battery in his camera.
So. 0-1 from Downs. Lays down a bunt here from Ramos. Everyone's going to be safe, but runners will advance 60 feet, and they're going 60 more as Ramos takes second on the infield single. As everyone was out of position, allowed Ramos to go to second, and Moore scored. So a run on a hit. Wesleyan on third now. Ramos on second after the single. Well-placed bunt right there in the Bermuda Triangle. No one could get to it. No outs here in the third. Runners still on second and third. Hard hit fly ball left side. That one's drifting back. Pulling, watches that one go over the wall for Gonzalez. 3-run home run for the Patriots. And talk about a big home run there for Gonzalez, straight into the teeth of the wind. Her second home run of the year. Evens up the game at 4-4. Home run straight to left field. And 2 runs score on the big home run. Big home run by Gonzalez. Three run score and 1 fatal swing. Downs fires the next one upstairs to Pieper. 1-0 count, no outs here in the third. Pieper in the first inning struck out to end it. Was strikeout number 2 for Downs. Since then, Downs has added 2 more. The 1-0 from Downs is upstairs. Goes to 2-0 to Pieper. First baseman. It's a good call by Ava Lamar, second base. Just meets with Downs. Try to reset her. (2-0). Downs rocks and delivers. Foul ball straight back. Goes to 2-1 after it. Madison Pieper up next. Still no outs here in the third. Got a little bit later than anticipated start. Was originally slated for a 7 o'clock start. We got it started at 7:12 after the umps were nowhere to be found for a few minutes. 2-1 gets upstairs and mishandled by Jandusa. Goes to 3-1. Talked about how Pieper is currently on a 1-game win streak. Beat Wagner 11-0 last Friday. Before that, they were on a 2-game skid. That one's inside, and Pieper draws the walk. Can't see if anyone's warming up in the Pieper bullpen as we're blocked by the third base dugout, but Coach Herring looking like she's talking to the field right now. Pieper on first. Pieper up to bat. She popped out in the second. She popped out to Lamar at second. No outs here in the top of the third. Waves on through the first one, Pieper does. Moves it to 0-1. All 4 runs coming here in the third for Veterans Memorial. 3 of them coming off 1 fatal swing of Melanie Gonzalez. The 0-1 to Pieper. Waves on through the second one. Moves it to 0-2 quickly for the backstop. Talia Allen due up next. Pieper on first. No 2 count. Downs looking for strikeout number 5. Would be a big one right here. The 0-2. Upstairs goes to 1-2. 1-2 count. Now for Pieper. Downs has been a little shaky here in the third. Big 2 ball here would be important. The 1-2 fly ball left field. That one's drifting back as well. Pulling, looking for it, and she finds it for out number 1. Big out number 1 to start the out tally. F7 if you're keeping score at home. Now Natalia Allen up to bat. Allen singled in the second and was stranded there after back-to-back strikeouts. Natalia Allen entered today batting .375. In her first year of high school, waves on through the first one. 0-1. 5 extra base hits her freshman season. 3 being doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run for Allen. The 0-1. Down, sets at the belt, brings it overhead and fires. Hard line drive to right side, goes through the glove of Kirkland. Pieper going home. And there is an RBI triple for Natalia Allen. Second triple of the season for Allen. Makes it 5-4 in favor of the Patriots. 5 hits, 5 runs here in the third for Veterans Memorial. It looks like Downs' night might be done, as it looks like we'll have a pitching change here on Warriors Network. We'll talk about Downs' numbers and introduce the new pitcher in just a moment, right here on Warriors Network.
Who's going to decide if this generation carries on our way of life? All of us. Hui, Western Original.
Hey Piper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board-certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building confident smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
Riley Engel now in the circle for the Warriors after the chapter is closed for Rainy Downs, but the whole book isn't done as she's still in charge of the runner on third, Natalia Allen. Belle Garza up to bat now. She went down swinging in the second inning, as Engel will be looking for 2 outs here in the bottom of the order. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0 from Engel. 24 batters faced for Downs. Gave up 8 hits, 5 runs. Foul ball right side and struck out 4 for Downs on her evening. So 2 1/3 innings of work. 5 hits. And as mentioned, 5 runs is currently Pieper is down 5-4 to the Patriots. 1-1 from Engel, drops in there. 1-2 to Belle Garza. Jasmine Allen on deck. This could be a big strikeout here for Riley Engel. Would be just 1 out away from working out this jam. 1-2 from Engel. That one dips down below the knees, goes 2-2. Evens up the count. Allen and Garza went back-to-back strikeouts to end the last inning. Engel would like to do the same here, 2-2. Fouled straight back, just off the end of the bat from Garza. Keeps it at 2-2. Garza adjusts the face mask of the helmet. Digs back into the box, 2-2 from Engel. There's a well outside, trying to get Garza to the chase. 3-2 now. Allen on deck. This is the 8th batter of the inning for the Patriots. 1 out, 5-4 game here on Warriors Network. 3-2 from Engel. And that one dips too low, and Jandusa keeps it in front of her. Keeps Allen from scoring, but a walk for Garza. Allen up to bat now. 0 for on the night with a strikeout to end last inning. Jasmine Allen, the sophomore, hitting a clip of .444 on the season. Left fielder tonight will also pitch and play the outfield in total. Bunt pulled back for a ball. 1-0 count. Runners at the corners. Engel gets the signs on how they're going to face Allen here. Allen was the batter that just would not go down to end last inning. The 1-0 straight back up the middle. That one goes off the circle. Garza, Lamar over to first, but not in time. Allows Allen to score. Makes it a 6-4 game. RBI infield single by Jasmine Allen. 6 run across here in the third. We talked about how Veterans Memorial can score a lot very quickly. First pitch to Kiani Moore, back to the top of the order, is in the dirt, 1-0. Moore led this inning off with a single and eventually came around to score on that home run by Gonzalez. The 1-0 fly ball, and that drifts back foul. Lands behind the press box, evens it up 1-1. Gonzalez, the big swing, scored 3 runs. Runners were on second and third at the time. 2 outs here. If Engel could set down the dangerous Morn, would stop the damage quite a bit. 1-1. Screwball does not break enough. Goes to 2-1. Been a lot of damage here in the third with that 3-run blast from Melanie Gonzalez. As Morin mentioned, led off this inning with a single. 2-1 from Engel. Fly ball center field, camping under it is Kuykendall, and that will be out number 3. 6 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, 1 left on. Patriots lead it 6-4 right here on Warriors Network. Back here on Warriors Network, the Patriots lead at 6-4. Kiani Moore, night is done. As it's now Alyssa Richardson in the circle for the Patriots. Richardson really the number 2 pitcher, also a freshman for the Patriots. Just 17 innings of work, an ERA of just .41, 3 wins and 8 appearances, 18 strikeouts. Holds opponents' batting average to .258. As it's the heart of the order now up to bat, 5, 6, and 7. Annabelle Lambert, Ava Kirkland, and Ava Lamar. So far, they're 0 for. Lambert reached on an error. And Kirkland and Lamar both going down via the strikeout against Kiani Moore, whose night is done. 4 runs, though, against Moore is quite well, considering her ERA is below 2 on the season. First pitch from Richardson in the dirt to Lambert. She reached on an error on the second baseman back in the first inning. Was stranded at second in that 2-run first inning. If you're just now joining us, it was a 4-0 game entering this third inning. Veterans Memorial put up a 6th spot in the top half of this inning. 2-0. Currently to Lambert. Entered the day batting 167. 2-0, watches it outside. Draws it to 3-0. 3 extra base hits on the season for Lambert. 1 double, 2 home runs. And with how the wind's been blowing in mostly tonight, has died down for the time being, be a good time to put one over the wall. 200 all across the outfield. Batter's eye in center field. Make center field a little deeper to hit one out over that way. Lambert watches 4 straight out of the zone and draws the walk.
Now step into the dish. Number 6.
Ava Kirkland now up to bat. With strikeout victim number 1 against Morn. 0 for on the evening, left-handed batter. As Lambert talking it over with Coach D at first base. Coach Herring talking it over with Ava Lamar, who's on deck. Corner of the infield, even with the bag, maybe a step in. Kirkland watches the first one all the way for a called strike. We've talked about earlier how Pieper sometimes sets out very far outside to left-handed batters and really leaves the home plate umpire open to possibly taking one. Slaps foul down third base side, and Coach Herring sent scampering away, out of danger, goes 0-2. And I heard a shriek. I don't know where the shriek came from, but someone was afraid of that foul ball. And an 0-2 count to the sophomore. Entered the day batting .313. 0-2 count. Waves on through, tries to push it the other way. Snap throw down, and Lambert is back in there safe.
Now batting for the Pieper Warriors.
A strikeout swinging for Kirkland.
Ava Lamar.
Second baseman Ava Lamar now up to bat. She struck out in the first. Entered the day batting .321. 2 extra base hits for the sophomore. Key for the catcher, checking the signs with the coaching staff of Veterans Memorial. Another snap throw down. Lambert getting a big lead off. Calls time to get back on the bag. 0-1 here now to Lamar. Poised on deck. Jandusa in the hole. Outfield slightly shaded to the left field. Chasing that one upstairs. A tomahawk swing. And let's see. And Lamar steals safe secondly. And save that second. Stumbled over my words as that was kind of a stumbling play. The middle of the infield was kind of stumbling over themselves. Still Ava Lamar up to bat. And an 0-2 count. Lambert on second with 1 out. Richardson in the circle, replacing Kiani Moore. Pitch outside, goes to 1-2. Moore 2 full innings of work. Faced 13 batters. Struck out 5. Gave up 4 runs on 3 hits. That one's hit foul off the hands. I don't even know how Lamar managed to foul that one off. It was so far in on the hands. Kind of a feat of strength with how far it was in on the hands. 1-2 for Lamar. Richardson looking to put her away. Ball breaks outside, and Lamar just manages to get a piece of the bat to it. Long at bat here between Lamar and Richardson. 1-2. Richardson rocks and delivers. Swung on through by Lamar for a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Richardson.
Next up for the Piper Warriors, number 15,
Kira Poist. Up to bat now. The DP today for the Warriors was hit by a pitch and eventually came around to score. Thanks to an RBI double by Samantha Adamson last inning. Scored Poist and Jandusa. Poist watches the first one for a ball. 1-0. Poist entered the day batting at a 250 clip. 2 doubles to her name on her freshman campaign. Double here would cut into the deficit that Patriots currently have. Goes to 1-1 after the foul ball and takes a piece of Pieper with it. Richardson covering home just in case. One. Richardson checks the signs. Two one. Here for Kira Poist. Two 2-1 count here to Poist. She watches it outside. Two now to Poist. Here in 2 outs. Launches it outside, and good eye by Poist as it was just outside the strike zone. Draws the count to a full count. Jandusa would be next. As Poist steps out. Lambert on second. Poist up to bat. Fouls another one off, keeps it at a full count. Full count, 2 out. Lambert waiting to be driven home. Here in the full count with 2 outs here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Richardson rocks backs and fires. Another one fouled off by Poist. Keeps that at a full count. As Richardson cannot just put away Poist right now. Poist put up a good bat against Morin as well. Was eventually hit by a pitch. Eventually came around to score. That one's inside, goes off the hands, but it's fouled back and not handled by Pieper. She completes the 2-3 put out. That will do it for the Warriors here in the 3rd. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. Patriots lead at 6-4 right here on Warriors Network.
Who's going to decide if this generation carries on our way of life? All of us. Hui. Western original.
Hey Piper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board-certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
Leah Poland now in the circle for the Warriors, replacing Riley Engel, who replaced Randy Downs. So that means Poland's no longer in left field, and we'll figure out who that is momentarily. If there's any more other changes. But Poland no longer in left field. She's in the circle now. The freshman. Facing off 2, 3, and 4. Hara Wessling, Laura Ramos, and Melanie Gonzalez.
Bob, you're my replay angle, my only one right now. Krista, I'm going to have you be pitch cam.
2, 3, and 4 so far. Have
Yeah, and kind of just
gotten 4 hits
play as it happens, and then I'll switch to Bob.
on 6 at-bats. This one's fouled off by Wessling back. Goes to 0-1 for Hara Wessling. The 0-1 from Poland was outside. Moves it to 1-1. 1-1 count. Poland. Pearson gets the sign, rocks back and delivers the 1-1. Waved on through by Wessling, goes to 1-2. 1-2 count. Outfield in regular position. As the wind picks up something. 1-2, Poland looking for a strikeout here. Breaking ball, doesn't break enough, goes to 2-2. Looks like Lamar thought she had the strikeout. As it is still Lamar at second. 2-2, Poland sets, delivers. Fly ball left side drifting foul. That will run out of play and land in the median essentially between the baseball and softball diamonds. Peering over at the baseball diamond. Warriors currently over the Chargers, 5-3. Looks like the 7th inning over there on the baseball diamond, 2-2. That one's upstairs, goes through a full count here to Hara Wessling. Full count here from Poland. Looking to put away Wessling here. 3-2, fawning off the hands, goes to Lamar. Lamar goes to first, just in time for out number 1. 4-3 put out for out number 1. we'll have the Champion versus Pieper varsity game on GVTC on Friday. We'll have the baseball game as well on GVTC on Saturday against Churchill. Next up for softball, they gotta go over to the Blue School and face Smithson Valley. Last time those two met, Smithson Valley took it 23-3. That was back on March 4th. Fly ball staying on the infield, charged on by Adamson, and it's actually caught by Haas for a pop out on the infield for a big out, number 2. Smithson Valley playing Bernie here tonight. Smithson Valley, top of the district standings, 10-0. Perfect in district play, and on the season, just one loss for the Rangers. Looking at their opponent tonight, Bernie. Bernie's 6th place in the district. 4-7 in district play. 8-7 overall. Rangers, 142 district runs and 161 runs in total on their season. Not the most runs in the district, overall that is. In district playing, the Rangers lead that by about 22. 2-0 count here to Gonzalez. Gonzalez homered last inning. So Poland's working carefully around her, 3-0. Gonzalez had that 3-run home run last inning, scoring Wesleyan Ramos and herself. 3-0 to Gonzalez from Poland. Launches it all the way for a called strike on the outer edge. (3-1) Poland delivers, and it's outside. Not a bad spot to give up a walk to Gonzalez, who draws her 6th walk of the season. Elena Pepper up to bat now. She walked her 2nd at bat, struck out in her 1st to end the 1st inning. Entered the day batting .422, her senior year. Playing first base for the Patriots, and that one goes off the helmet. She'll take first base. She seems all right. But she'll take first base after taking one off the noggin. Pieper due up next. 0 for on the day, a pop out and a fly out for the backstop for the Patriots. Poland looking to keep the Patriots off the board here in the 4th. Foul straight back by Pieper. Talked about how Veterans Memorial scores a lot of runs. In district play, they've scored 105. Allowed just 38, averaging just about 9.5 runs a game and allowing just 3.5. The 0-1 in the dirt. Evens up the count at 1-1 to Pieper. And 105 district runs puts them 2nd best. Looking at their overall runs, 171. Puts them only below New Braunfels, who scored 193, 1-2 count. Now to Pieper. Pulling 1 strike away from working out of this inning. Keeping the Patriots off the board. The 1-2 from Poland drops below the knees. Goes to 2-2. Natalia Allen on deck. 2 for 2 on her day. A single and a triple for the designated player who's on deck. Runners on first and second. 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Ball outside. Jindusa was trying to frame it, but well enough outside for me to be able to notice it from up here. Draws it to a full count, 2 outs. Runners will be taken off. Pepper on first, Gonzalez on second. Kiefer in a full count against Pullen. Pullen fires. Chopper straight up the middle. Pullen double clutches and fires to first. Not in time, throwing back over to third. And I don't know if the umps were expecting that because it doesn't look like they were looking that way. And it looks like Kiefer pulls up slowly after going to first base. So the Patriots coaching staff will meet with Kiefer make it as she's down on the ground after running through first base. An infield single for Kiefer. Gonzalez on third. Pepper on second. Kiefer, the lone hit now here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs. Everyone on their knees hoping Kiefer's all right. And Talia Allen will be the batter. And we mentioned RBI triple for her in her last at bat. And Kiefer is up. Now the question just becomes, will she stay in the game? It looks like she might be replaced on the base pass, but she is walking under her own power. So we'll see who replaces her on the base pass now. It also begs the question, though, for when the Patriots get back in the field, who will be the backstop for them? They've got 2 other catchers listed on the roster. Looks like number 10, maybe in Keely Rosario, replacing Kiefer at first for the time being, as Natalia Allen digs in. Bel Garza on deck would follow Allen. Allen chops one foul. That one goes over the baseball diamond. And it's actually stopped by the foul netting. 0-1 count here for Allen now. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-1 count here to Allen from Pullen. Changeup drops into the zone, goes 0-2, just 1 strike away from working out of a jam here in the fourth. Looking to keep Veterans Memorial off the board. 0-2 Pullen. Rocks and delivers. Hard grounder straight to Haas's glove. She fires the first on a hop and it goes under the glove of Kirkland. 1 run scores, make it 2. Makes it an 8-4 game on the E5. Allows Allen to reach safely. 2-run score on the E. Gonzalez and Pepper score from second and third respectively. Rosario, who replaced Kiefer, now at third. Allen on first, and now Bel Garza up to bat. Garza 0 for 1 on the day, a strikeout and a walk. Was stranded at second last inning. Ball gets by Jindusa, and scoring from third is Rosario. Makes it 9-4 here in the top of the fourth inning. Three runs across here in the top of the fourth now. All happening with 2 outs. Allen on second now. Garza in a 1-0 count after the pass ball got through the 5-hole of Jindusa. Hard liner straight back with the little diving attempt by Lamar. Gets under her glove. Throw home by Kuykendall. It is errant. And scoring from second is Allen. Makes it 10-4. RBI double for Garza. 2 hits across here in the fourth. And 4 runs. Makes it a 10-4 game. Looks like Coach Herring possibly going to make another change in the circle. We'll see who the new pitcher may be if there is officially a change. Still no official change, but due up is Jasmine Allen. 1 for 2 on her day. RBI single and a strikeout. She'll be the next batter, and we will have a new pitcher for the Pieper Warriors. Is now the day is done for pulling. We'll get that new pitcher coming up right here on Warriors Network.
Who's going to decide if this generation carries on our way of life? All of us. Hui, Western Original.
Lena Poland still pitching for the Warriors. They faked everyone out. Poland's still out there facing Jasmine Allen. The pitch gets by Jendusa, not far enough to allow Garza to advance to 60 feet. Allen in a 1-0 count. Mentioned she's in 1 for 2 on the day. RBI single in the third. And a strikeout in the second. Chopper left side goes under the glove of Haas, fielded by Adamson. Adamson fires the first and gets out Allen. Much to the dismay of the Patriots fans in attendance. 4 runs across here in the fourth on 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left stranded. Patriots lead at 10-4 right here on Warriors Network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Ooh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to...
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
Slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
Richardson still in the circle for the Patriots after her team gives her some padding. Now a 10-4 game here on Warriors Network after Patriots put up 4 in the top half of the 4th inning. 9-1-2. Due up for the Warriors. Jendusa, Kuykendall, and Poland. Jendusa on the day. No official appearance with a walk as it's inside to her. 1-0 count. She came around to score. Back in the second on a RBI double by Adamson, which scored 2. Inside to Jendusa. Goes to 2-0. Outfield really playing for the push against Jendusa. Right center field is wide open. If it's hit to right center field, it would roll for days. Might roll all the way to downtown San Antonio with how much room there is. 2-1 count now to Jindusa. Two-one fly ball fouled off. And realistically, it would more likely roll to the middle school. Just down the hill. 2-2 now. The home plate umpire getting more softballs. We've had quite a few long battles. Jindusa, the backstop for the Warriors tonight. Freshman batting .269 in district play. 2-2 to Jindusa. Waves on through, goes down swinging for out number one here in the bottom of the fourth. Strikeout number 3 for Richardson. Presley Kuykendall now up to bat. Reached on a walk to lead off the game. It looks like Pieper was the catcher, and she's now meeting with the coaching staff of the Patriots to see if she can continue. Maybe that ankle or lower leg still bothering her. And the question is, will she stay in the game? Got Natalia Allen and Lena Diaz listed as catchers as well on the Patriots roster. But Kiefer's trying to tough it out behind the dish, but being in that crouch may be too much for the ankle of Pieper. And it looks like Kiefer's day may be done. So we wish Pieper the best and hope she's all right. Looks like Kiefer's day is done. And we'll take a little break as we allow the Patriots to get a new catcher. Put into the game, 10-4. Patriots lead it right here on Warriors Network.
Who's going to decide if this generation carries on our way of life? All of us. Hui, Western Original.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to...
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.
New catcher in the game for the Patriots, replacing Pieper. We'll get a few opportunities to catch a few balls before we're officially back to action. Looks like Natalia Allen is the backstop for the Patriots now, replacing Pieper. 1-0 count to Kuykendall. So we wish the best to Madison Pieper. Waves on through. Goes to 1-1 for Kuykendall. Looks like Coach Herring meeting with the home plate umpire about a possible change coming up. In the middle of an at-bat, you likely wouldn't see a change, but just getting the home plate umpire ready for a change upcoming. 1-1 count here to Kuykendall. 1-1 count. Just upstairs. Goes to 2-1. Here to Kuykendall. Slaps this one right side, drifting foul, and it shoots into the away bullpen. Evens up the count at 2s. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. 10-4 lead for the Patriots. Full count now to Kuykendall. Fly ball right side, goes foul again. Richardson in the circle. Replaced Moore, who went 2 full innings. Gave up 4 runs on 3 hits. Left the game with 5 strikeouts. The full count to Kuykendall. On the outer edge, a called strike. Kuykendall not real happy with the call. Second out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Next up for the Warriors, number 2, Lena Olin.
Lena Poland up to bat now. Started in left field. Latest has been in the circle for the Warriors. Poland in the crouch stance. Launches one way upstairs, and it's a good thing the ball wasn't put in play, as it looks like the third baseman for the Patriots, Gonzalez, was actually adjusting her shoe and didn't have her glove on. So a 1-0 count for Poland on what could have been disaster, 2-0. Launches the next one down at around the shoelaces. Big gap in right center field is Patriots playing for the pole against Poland. Launches one just above the letters, 3-0. Poland entered the day batting .286. 5 extra base hits on her season so far. 3-0 to Poland. Launches it just outside. Looked like the same place on the pitch that rung up Kuykendall. Draws the walk nonetheless. 2 walks on the evening for Poland. As Adamson digs in. 2 RBI double in the second inning. Scored Poist and Jandusa. And singled in the first inning and eventually scored in that first inning. Poland on first. Adamson in the box. Launches the first one for a ball. 1-0 to the shortstop. Outside goes a 2-0 to Adamson. Two-0. Pulling on first. Richardson checks the signs. Delivers the 2-0. Right down the zone for 2-1 count now for Adamson. Kendall Haas on deck. And time might start to be an issue for the Warriors. 2-1 fly ball right center field. Looking for it is Garcia, and she dives, and she hangs on to it for the third out. No runs, no hits, 1 left on for the Warriors. They're down 4-10. Heading to the 5th inning right here on Warriors Network.
Who's going to decide if this generation carries on our way of life? all of us. Hui, Western Original.
Hey Piper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board-certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
Keani Moore up to bat now for the Patriots, facing Poland for her first time. Moore's fourth plate appearance. 2 singles for her day. Batted twice in the 3rd inning. Facing Poland for the first time, currently in a 2-0 count after the last one went over the head of Jendusa. That 10 runs, just about average for the Patriots on the season. That's really how they've done so well this season. 14-2, we mentioned. Just 8 games on the season that they have not reached double digits in runs. So about half the games they reached double digits or more. 3-1. Here for Keani Moore. Start is the starting pitcher for the Patriots starting tonight. Was replaced by Richardson after 2 full innings of work. 3-1 fly ball center field. Charging on is Lambert. Lambert drops it, and she was trying to avoid Lamar, as that one ended up being a shallow fly ball. Lambert would have run into Lamar if she hadn't pulled up. Hara Westling. 2 singles on her day, a run scored and a ground out, as well as a stolen base back in the first. Moore on first. Poland stepped off. Possibly trying to upset Westling's timing. Run down, no one's on second though. That one goes wide into center field. That's gonna allow Moore to go all the way home, make it an 11-4 game. No one was covering second base when Moore took off for second. Went off the bag a little funny, and it rolled all the way through the legs of Kuykendall as well. And it looks like we may get a pitching change right here. It looks like Poland is done in the circle. We'll get that pitching change right here on Warriors Network, and we'll introduce the new pitcher in just a moment.
Hey Piper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board-certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs...
Poland's still in the circle. Looks like it was just a defensive change. Not too sure who went where. I'm sure Abbott and Costello could tell you better than I who's on first right now. 2-0 count here to Westling. 11-4 game after the errant throw by Jendusa. Took a nasty hop off the second base bag, and Shot right under the legs of Kuykendall and all the way rolled back to the center field wall and allowing Moore to score on a stolen base of second, and she rounded third and went all the way on home. 2-1 here to Wesleyan. Waves on through. 2-2 count now for Wesleyan. No outs here in the fifth. Looking ahead for these two teams, Veterans Memorial's got to face off the 2 seed in the district currently, New Braunfels. At Veterans Memorial, New Braunfels currently 9-2 in district play. They're going against Tivy tonight. Tivy is in that 4th spot. That's 6-5 in district play. We mentioned briefly Smithson Valley is the next opponent for the Warriors. That'll be at Rangers Stadium, or Ranger Ballpark, right there off of 46, just across 1863. 2-2, drops too low, goes to a full count against Wesleyan. Wesleyan mentioned 2 singles on the day. Here in a full count, run scored as well and a stolen base. 3-2 to Wesleyan from Poland. Fouled back, goes off the netting. Keeps it full. Ramos would be next, followed by Gonzalez. 4 games in total remain for both teams. Remaining games for Pieper is Smithson Valley, which is on Friday. Bernie Champion on Tuesday. Alamo Heights next Friday. And to round off the season, they'll play against the Bernie Greyhounds right here at Pieper Ballpark. Looking at Veterans Memorial, they've got 3 home games left. They'll face New Braunfels on Friday. Wagner next Tuesday at Wagner. They'll face Tivy. Taking off for second base here is Wesleyan. She's got second stolen. Stolen base for Wesleyan, her second one of the day. Ramos in a 1-0 count. Then Veterans Memorial will round off the season against Tivy in Smithson Valley. So tough sledding left for Veterans Memorial. They very well could get knocked out of the top 4 spots, as they've got to face New Braunfels, who's in the 2 seed. They've got to face Tivy, who's right behind them and 6-5 record in district play. They've got to face Smithson Valley as well, who's perfect in district. Hard line drive left center field. That will score 1 run. Ramos rounds for second. That's an RBI double for Ramos. Makes it 12-4. 2 runs across here in the 5th inning for the Patriots. Still no outs here in the top of the 5th. RBI double for Ramos. Melanie Gonzalez. 3-run home run back in the 3rd. Slow changeup. Pulling on the throw back to her. Wesleyan took 3rd as she took her large lead off all the way between 2nd and 3rd, and she decided to take 3rd on the throw back from Jandusa. 1-0 count, Gonzalez. Pieper got a tough task ahead of them, though. Mentioned the Rangers. Averaging 14 runs per district game and allowing less than 1 with 8 district runs allowed. Run differential of plus 134 for the Rangers. Called strike. Goes to 2-1 against Gonzalez. Next up would be Elena Pieper, first baseman. 2-1 in the dirt. Jandusa blocks it, keeps Ramos from advancing. Gonzalez, in her first at-bat, lined out to Lambert, who started in right field. And she had the home run in the third, the 3-1. Slow ball outside goes, allows Gonzalez to reach on back-to-back walks. Elena Pieper. Strikeout, a walk, and a hit by pitch on her day. And a run scored. Runner goes for a second. Jandusa tries to throw to third to try to get the runner there. But it goes off the glove of Haas, allowing Ramos to score on the errant throw. Pepper advances to second. 3 runs across here in the 5th inning on no hits. Make that 1 hit. We'll see what the move that Coach Herring is making right now. We'll see if Poland's done in the circle now, but can't quite tell. Coach Herring likely just telling the girls to settle down on the infield. Don't do the damage to yourselves, as they're down 4-13 here in the top of the 5th. No outs. 1-0 count currently to Elena Pepper. Looks like someone was warming up for the Warriors, and it looks like there is officially a change. Looks like Kendall Haas, or Finley Hall actually, will take over in the circle. So we'll introduce her just after a quick break right here on Warriors Network.
Hey Piper Nation, I'm Dr. Daniel San Martin, your neighborhood board-certified orthodontist. My family and I live here in Kinder Ranch, and I have been proudly building Confident Smiles since 2012. We're excited to say that our new office is now located on Borgfeld Road. At San Martin Orthodontics, I personally see every patient at every appointment, and I'm the only doctor you'll see throughout your entire treatment. If your family needs orthodontic care, we'd love to earn your trust with a complimentary consultation. We hope to see you soon, and go Warriors!
Lena Poland stayed in the circle, throw into the infield after Pepper grounded to the right side, and looks like dead ball called. It must have been in a little rut right against the backstop. Allows Gonzalez to score all the way from first, essentially an RBI single for Pepper. That's 4 runs across here in the 5th. That puts Pepper on second. And Keely Rosario replaced Kiefer behind the dish after Kiefer came up a little short running through first last inning. 13-4 here on Warriors Network. That one gets by the legs of Jandusa, allowing Pepper to go to third. Next up would be Natalia Allen. No outs here in the top of the 5th. As it's just been a myriad of errors here in the 5th inning for the Warriors. This is 2-0 now to Rosario. Rosario entered the day batting .333 on the season. No extra base hits for the senior. Play second and first. That one goes over the head of Jandusa. Goes to a 3-0 count. Kirkland and Adamson will meet with Poland. It's actually Lambert at short now. So we're back to that Abbott and Costello question of just who is where. So that one was a called strike, and I think that was a generous called strike. Is good job framing by Jendusa. Lambert playing the role of the senior very well, going and applauding Poland after the good called strike, 3-1. Fought off the hands, foul. Goes to a full count. That netting weren't there. Might have gotten our cameraman Bob again if it went off that pole right behind him. Luckily, there is the netting protecting Bob down there on the first base side. So everyone's all right down there. 3-2 count from Poland. Another fly ball right side. That one will drop foul. Keeps it at a full count. Tough sledding still ahead for the Warriors. Full count from Poland. Slow chopper right side goes foul. Full count, Poland. Facing Rosario. Mentioned Rosario typically first base and second base. Full count, Poland in the dirt. Rosario draws the walk on a lengthy battle. Looks like Coach Herring will meet with the home plate umpire. Looks like a move will be made, but we'll wait till it's official. We've been caught a few times out thinking they were making a change, but they haven't. Looks like this one is official. So Poland's 9 is done. We'll get the new pitcher for the Warriors right here on Warriors Network, right here after this break.
Who's going to decide if this generation carries on our way of life? All of us. Hui, Western Original.
Rainey Downs back in the circle for the Warriors. She was replaced by Riley Engel, who was replaced by Poland. And now Downs back in the circle. After exiting of facing 21 batters. Natalia Allen up to bat. Allen on the day. Single and a triple, 2 runs scored. First pitch from Downs. Looked like it was below the knees. Downs toes the rubber. Sets at the belt, rocks and fires. Fly ball left side. Left fielder for the Warriors gets to it. Tagging up, though, is Pieper, and Pieper will score as the throw pulls Jendusa off of the plate. Another run scores. 5 runs here in the 5th inning. Makes it 14-4. One out here, one down here in the top of the 5th. And therefore a called strike to Garza. Oh, 1 count. 0-1 from Downs. Fly ball, center field, shallow. Kuykendall will get to it. That will keep the runners from advancing. 2 quick outs after the top of the order. Took quite a while. Jasmine Allen up to bat now. 2 outs now. (15-4) here on Warriors Network. Jasmine Allen up. 1 for 3 on the day, a strikeout and a ground out, and an RBI single back in the 3rd inning. A called strike here to Allen. Oh, 1 count. The heart of their order due up for the Warriors. 4, 5, and 6. Haas, Lambert, and Kirkland. Goes to 1-1 against Allen. 1-1. Outfield playing for the push here against Allen. Jasmine Allen, that is. There's also Natalia Allen. Bats in the 7th spot. 1-1. Goes to 2-1. It was outside. Still 2 outs after the first 6 batters in this inning reached safely. Goes to 2-all. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. 15-4 game. Patriots leading after a 6th spot in the 3rd. Added 4 more on in the 4th, and then 5 here in the 5th. 15-4. Delivery 2-2, just outside, goes full. Looked like the ump wanted to call it, but it was too outside for him to be able to call it a strike. Due up, Kiani Morn. Would be her 5th at-bat of the evening. 3-2, 2 outs. Downs looking to quiet the Patriots. Chopper left side, shoots foul. Almost goes through the legs of Coach Halim. Allen digs back into the box. Set to face Downs. This will be the 2nd time that they've faced. 3-2. Another one chopped left side. And the last time these two faced off, it was a marathon of a battle. It looks like this one might end up the same way. Last time it took about 10-plus pitches for Downs to finally set down Allen via the strikeout. That was her first strikeout in her 2 innings of work. So she's currently at 4 strikeouts. 3-2. Downs looking for the K here. Another one shot foul. Line drive straight to the Pieper dugout on 3rd base side. Three, 2 again. Downs sets. Allen ready. Downs delivers. That one goes off the glove of Haas, it looked like, but it's called foul. Haas just must have whiffed on it. Looked like it went off her glove to me, but I'm not the one calling the official plays. I'm just here alongside you. Full count again here to Jasmine Allen. From Rainey Downs, the sophomore. Back into the game. Replacing Pullen, who replaced Engel. Chopper left side. Lambert to first base. In time for out number 3. 5 runs for the Patriots here in the 5th. 5 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. Patriots lead at 15-4 here on Warriors Network.
As you prepare for the SATs and think about the SATs coming up, not only do the SATs help you think critically, it will also help measure where you are against other kids across the country. This will help you figure out how you, moving into the next phase of your life, need to grow academically.
The SAT is important because no matter what you're trying to do in your future plans after high school, preparing for that test, those critical thinking skills and problem-solving skills you're going to learn, to maybe even those SAT achievement scores, to opening the doors for financial assistance or getting into that college you want to get into, the SAT is important for everyone.
The SAT is, I call it in my classes, a money test, to where kids get money to go to college through their SAT scores.
Basically, across all the scholarships I've looked at, it's asking for a standardized test such as the SAT or the ACT, and having a good score on that immediately puts...
4, 5, and 6 due up for the Warriors. That's Kendall Haas, Annabelle Lambert, and Ava Kirkland. Haas on the day, 1 for 2. RBI single back in the first and a strikeout in the second. Watches the first one for a called ball. Now, Jasmine Allen having to redo one of the shin guard straps. 2-0, and I mean, you can call that a strike in some places. As it goes to 1-1. Looked outside to me. As we've mentioned, I'm not calling balls and strikes. Haas in a 1-1 count. Watches that one. Outside, 2-1. Next up for Lambert. She's 0 for on the day. Reached on an error in the first and reached via the walk, and still Pieper faithful alongside us. Some members of the JV team watching the varsity team. Chopper to third base side. Gets it over to Pepper in time for out number 1. Retires Haas. 5-3 put out. Now Annabelle Lambert. Lambert, senior, batting 167. Slugging 400. 3 doubles in district play. Looking to start a rally here for the Warriors. Outfield playing for the pole. Watches one above the eyes. 1-0 count. Here to Lambert. Richardson delivers. Outside and too high to be called a strike. Goes to 2-1. 2-0 actually to Lambert. Next up is Kirkland. This game started 12 minutes late for an ump delay. Chopper left side goes under the glove of Gonzalez. Don't call it a rally quite yet as Lambert reaches safely. Ava Kirkland up to bat now. Kirkland sat down via strikeouts both times so far. Facing Richardson for the second time. Pitch from Richardson. Waved on through by Kirkland. 0-1 count to the first baseman, Ava Kirkland. Kirkland entered the day, batting .313. 0-1. Chopped, slapped foul. Goes to 0-2 for Kirkland. Kirkland in the hole 0-2. On deck, Ava Lamar. On the day, she's 0 for 2. Waved on through for Kirkland. Just one out away from this one being final. Ava Lamar up to bat, facing Richardson for her second time. Ball just below the knees of Lamar. One 0 count. Richardson sets and fires. Chases one upstairs, goes 1-1 after the swinging strike. One from Richardson. That one's up above the eyes of Lamar. Goes to 2-1. Poised on deck. Jandusa in the hole. Fouled back. Might have taken a piece of Allen with it. After Allen replaced Pieper. After Pieper came up slowly after running through first. 2-2 count. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 5th. That one is called strike 3. That will do it. 15-4 is the final here on Warriors Network. Due up next for the Warriors is a date with the Rangers on Friday. Until next time, from all of us on Warriors Network, so long. The final once more, 15-4 from Warriors Network.
So, where are we eating?
With GVTC's blazing fast fiber speeds,
3.5 stars, not a chance we try anything under 4.
you might feel like other things in life are taking a little longer than before.
Ooh, what sounds better, La Fiesta or Dumpling Palace?
Oh, Dumpling Palace.
Ew, gross.
We may not be able to speed up your dinner decisions, but we can provide fast and consistent premium Wi-Fi to search all the available options. Enjoy the GVTC difference, and please be patient with things that may have seemed to...
Wait, what are we gonna watch?
slow down a bit. GVTC, connecting you.